mixtape studies, the data analysis of mixtapes, because with an analog, a cassette it's a little database, but it's analog. We don't get the metadata, right? Whereas if you go on your phone and you pull up an album, you get the singer, songwriter, all that information. Think of a mixtape you made, even a playlist, right? The playlist now is the evolution of the cassette. It gave us the ability to mix genres and community in one place, and then copy it, dub it, small enough to fit in your pocket, put it in an envelope, mail it, and that's how hip hop traveled. It's how a lot of genres travel. It's also just how different sounds traveled. The cassette wasn't made for music at first. It was made for dictation. So I had the opportunity when I did my first academic talk at Stanford to meet Dr. Angela Davis and drive her to the airport with my mentor, Dr. Banks. Digital Griot is his book. His book is all about how the DJ is a griot, a storyteller, keeper of culture, how they are like natural archivists and technologists, right? That's just what they do. So he invited me. He was like, you're going to speak, talk about the mixtape museum. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. He was like, well, Angela Davis is going to be there. I'm like, book my flight. I'm there. But in the 20 minutes we had with her in the car, because we're rushing to get her to the airport, she talked about the role of the cassette in social justice movements and how you're able to share messaging through cassettes, right? And then I connected with my friend who grew up in the USSR. I have her collection of tapes. Don't even know what's on it yet. We're gonna digitize it. She's gonna translate it. But she was hiding and sharing messages using the cassette. And Olga's probably in her 70s now. Wow. So just to give you some context of when she was using the tape and how she was very radical in the USSR, blah, blah, blah. So the Mixtape Museum is all of those things. I'm sure I'm missing something, but it's just, I had to really refocus on myself because I realized, oh, people invest in people, not things. So it was like my story in regards to the cassette was also important, how I grew up, how I made cassettes. Also, I just found a cassette during COVID that I took from my parents, recorded DJ Red Alert over it on the radio, but then on the other side, it's me teaching my daughter ABCs. So to have all of that on one little database, right, you digitize it, the stories that come with that. When I say the word mixtape in a room, people just laugh. They just start talking because it just brings up like, blah, blah, blah. It's just so much, I could keep talking. But that the Mixtape Museum is all those things. It's, again, like I learned SQL, I learned coding, HTML, all that stuff that we'll probably get into in more detail. But that's what it is. There's a lot I don't know what it is. It's developing every day.
Yes, I was just thinking, I should probably, I guess it makes sense for me to sit over there.
Slide to the left.
Please excuse me.
Slide to
All
the
right.
right.
Thank you so much.